All right, take a look at this. We have a 1961 Chevrolet Impala Super Sport. Now, this video might be a little longer than a lot of our other ones, but there's good reason why. This particular car is a survivor. This car has not been repainted. It has not been restored. This is a 68,000 mile car that's been in the same family since 1963. And what a story it has to tell. If you're watching this video, you probably already know that in 61, to prove a real Super Sport can be quite tricky without a build sheet or original paperwork. But I've done the homework on this car, and I tell you what, I've got a whole list of reasons why I think this is the real deal. And I think you will too by the time we get done here. But first off, let's just talk about the car in general. Again, guys and gals, this red paint on this car is original. I cannot find anywhere any red overspray, any signs of repaint, anything like that. I do have the trunk popped a little bit, so it is open right now. It fits just fine. I'll open it here in just a second, just to show you that I just had it unlatched. That's why it was a little higher there. All original sheet metal. No body work has been done on this car. This car is original. As I mentioned, the gentleman that had this car purchased it in 1963. It was sold new in the fall of 61, if I remember correctly, or spring of 61, I believe he told me. And their father, who bought the car in 63, unfortunately has passed away. And the family has decided that it's time to let someone else have some fun with this car. Again, the car's got 68,000 miles on it. That is actual miles. But look at even if you look at how the rubber is even nice and pliable, that's original yet. It's not brittle, it's not cracking. Absolutely incredible condition for an original car that has not been restored. The only place on the entire car that I was suspect of any paint is the white stripe. Now, I don't know. There's probably Impala experts out there that know even more than I do. The reason I'm a little suspect is a little bit of white overspray here on this lip right here. That's the only sign, and that may be factory. It may not. I don't know. You can tell that obviously, the little bit of overspray there, as I mentioned, but otherwise, again, you look down this car, to have a 61 like this that's never been touched is truly, doesn't happen. We've been doing this for 14 years now, and to see a car this original, this intact, without having been messed with is pretty amazing. So, let me get back to show you the interior here a little bit too while we're at it. Again, original door cards. Look at the jams, old oil change stickers and such. There's a shot of the jam again. As you can see, very clean, very nice. There's the VIN tag. There's a still picture of the inside of this fender that's still got the original chalk mark. There's a still picture of that you can see all the still pictures on our website at uniqueclassiccars.com. You can see the odometer's at 68,000. Okay. Headliner's original. Interior is original with the exception the second owner did install seat belts. You can tell those are not factory, but they were done a long time ago, and he put those in. So the kids would be safe. All right, so now I'm going to go around this car with you and talk about SS specific items that are important to a car like this. So in no particular order, some of the SS specific items that we'll talk about now. The SS's that were done, of course, they had the sun tachometer that was column mounted. Now this particular car, you can see 2 holes are there with the screws put in it. Family tells me they remember the original owner taking them, or excuse me, their dad taking this off. They never know why, but they know that he took it off. And of course, unfortunately cannot find it, don't know where it is, but you can see there, there's where the two holes where the tack would have been mounted. Then I'll follow that up with, you can also see these, when they came from the factory with that tack, there was also an underhood box that mounted, and those mounted on this fender well, where you can see here where the two holes would have been for that box that would have mounted right in this area on the inner fender well. Unfortunately, it's missing. However, if you look at those holes are there where they should be. They are correct. Same thing for there on the column. Under the hood, this is a correct FL suffix code. It's a 305 horse 348, which was correct for this car. This car still retains the correct carburetor, alternator, or generator, excuse me. The water pump is correct on the car. Guys and gals, even this radiator hose, this upper radiator hose is original or correct for this car. It's got the correct heads on it. There's a picture of the casting number for the heads. Again, under the hood is original. It's not painted. It's not been resprayed anywhere. This is original. So you can see, yes, there's some paint flaking off, but again, that is original. Take note, even the hood hinges, of course, were anodized new. Notice the anodizing is still visible. These have not been replaced. These are not repops. Those are original hood hinges, still showing the original anodized look. Washer tank. This car does have power steering and power brakes. And as I mentioned, it does have the correct carburetor. There's an original sticker yet on the core support. You can look, even the there's no wrench marks on any of the bolts that I can see under the hood here. It's just been cleaned up. Okay, the other thing on an SS is the hubcaps. The SS stuff could have been dealer installed or put on from the factory. These hubcaps do not have the center hole drilled in them where the dealer installed ones did that. There's pictures of these, the back side of the hubcaps of this car on our website as well. These are the correct caps with the 3 bolts that have the retainer ring on the back. Correct for this car. And of course, the one everybody always goes to is the grab bar on the car. That is there. I also have pictures of the back side of the dash, so you can see that. And on non-SS cars, there was an Impala emblem back here that would have been here instead of the grab bar. This car, on the SS cars, as the car was going down the line, those 2 mounting holes for that emblem were filled in from the factory. And you can see on the back side that the holes had been filled in correctly. So again, folks, certainly not proclaiming to be a world-renowned expert on 61 Impala Super Sports, but we've tried to be as thorough as we possibly can on verifying and authenticating this car. You're more than welcome to come and look at the car in person, send a third-party inspector. You can certainly ask us for more information, all of which we're more than willing and able to help you do. Again, take a look at all the still pictures. We took a ridiculous amount of pictures of this car, inside, outside, and underneath, to show any specific SS items or potentially important items to the originality of the car. Underneath the car, this car still retains the rear heavy-duty spiral shocks, in my opinion, look to be original. There's chalk marks on the rear end, factory chalk marks, I should say. So again, indulge yourself, take a look at all those things if you have questions. This car underside is dusty, it's original, it's not painted and pretty, it's not full of undercoat. It is absolutely original. Here's a cold start for you. Let you listen to it here. Now obviously, again, as this car is unrestored, unrepainted, yes, there are a few, it's going to have a door ding and things like this here and there, but hey, most important thing is that they are only original once, and this one is. Again, I'm claiming this car to be original paint per the family, and for any investigating that I've done, I cannot find anything anywhere that would suggest this car has been repainted. You're more than welcome to come and verify that on your own, or send a third-party inspector. All we can do is provide you the information that we've gathered and forward that on to you. Again, all the still pictures of this car on our website at uniqueclassiccars.com. Don't miss your chance to own an investment grade 61 Impala Super Sport that is unrestored. This car won't last long. Trades are welcome. Financing is available as well. Sitting there running nice. Own a piece of history here, folks. Thank you.